Yeah, walk with your brother.
Walk in front. Why do you know I walk in front?
Do your peg?
Not here. There's a time and place for everything.
And then Randy does
Karen and I'll be your tour guide for the next hour and 15 minutes or so. Before we go on in the cavern, let me tell you a little bit about its history and development so that you can better understand the scenic works of nature that you're about to see. You're now standing in what is known as a sinkhole. This is a natural depression within the surface of the earth, and it's caused by the erosion of soil and rock around the edges. It was thought that about 5,000 years ago, this was actually a room in the main cavern system. And then the ceiling collapsed, and it's only the natural bridge over here from which the cavern takes its name. Now this sinkhole and the first room were known to the local farmers and ranchers as much as 100 years ago. But no one did any formal exploration until 1960. At that time, 4 spelunkers, or cave explorers as they're called, came out from St. Mary's University in San Antonio. They got permission from the landowner to explore the sinkhole and the first room. At that time in the first room, they found a 60-foot crawlway leading down to the main portion of the caverns that you'll be going through today. Development on Natural Bridge Caverns was begun in 1962, and it was officially opened to the public on July 3rd of 1964. Today you'll be going beneath the surface of the earth to a depth of 180 feet. The year-round temperature inside the cavern is 70 degrees, and the humidity is 99%. As you come along the trail here, you'll notice 2 plaques. One is in dedication to Mrs. Clara Wolfweis-Tiedemann. She's the lady most responsible for developing Natural Bridge Cavern. The other one is in dedication to the 4 cave discoverers. Let me call your attention to the red sign over here. It does have our rules on it, which we ask everyone to follow. The first and most important rule is that you do not touch or damage any of the formations. This no-touching rule also applies to the walls and ceiling. Now, the reason we have the no-touching rule is that we all have a natural oil in our skin, and if we allowed any touching at all, it would turn the stone and formations black. There is a small touchstone on tour, and I'll be pointing out that one small formation and letting everyone touch just that one, and then you'll know what all the other formations feel like. No food or drink is allowed inside the cavern. No smoking is allowed. Please put all trash in the trash cans out here before you go on in. Please stay on the trail and behind me at all times, and do please keep up with the group. And you'll see water in the cavern today. Please don't throw anything into the water. Even coins in the water are considered trash and have to be cleaned out from time to time. This is an all-walking tour, so you need to consider your physical condition before you enter the cavern. We'll be walking down trails just as steep as these. You'll have to climb out over 500 feet of trail just as steep as that. If you have anything at all that might limit you, heart problems, respiratory problems, pregnancy, any kind of disability, whatever, please consider that before you begin your tour. Please feel free to ask me any questions that you might have while you're on your tour, and to take all the pictures that you want. If you're ready to go in now, if each one of you will hold your tickets individually, they'll be torn just down the trail here when we enter this first room.
You'll just follow me. Just thought it was necessary. Oh, feel the temperature of it already. It's
They did it about 4 times. I don't know what the switch is myself. Where is it? Is it past St. Myrtle?
It's right at the crawlway.
I don't know what you do. Do you have a Friday?
We lucked out being the first ones.
This is St. Mary's Hall. We're already 90 feet below the surface.
Your flash ain't going.
There's a lot of water dripping into the cavern because of the rains we've been having. That's all surface water that's seeped down through the limestone and just drips into the cavern. When we don't have any rain, that water stops dripping.
Snort.
Longer and longer. Now this particular type that I've got my light on right now has its own special name. It's called soda straw formation. It's actually hollow in the center just like a drinking straw would be. And you can get a close look at some of this back up in the gift shop where there's a display case. This is a column or pillar. It will form when a stalagmite finally touches the ceiling, or when a stalagmite and stalactite join together in the center like these two have done. Now these formations grow at the rate of 1 cubic inch per 100 up to 1,000 years. So you can well appreciate the age of some of these very large formations. The rate of growth depends upon the rate of the drip of the water and how much mineral is in the water. We're 108 feet below the surface. I'll come to the head of the tour and lead us down another section of trail. We'll go down that trail another 72 feet. When we get to the bottom of it, you'll be at the lowest point that you'll walk to on your tour today, in an area called Sherwood Forest. That level will be 180 feet below the ground. Now the trail down is steep and wet, so do watch your step and use the handrailing. There'll be one point where the ceiling gets a little low, so if you're tall, watch for that.
Whoa.
Now we know how to remember stalagmites and stalagmites. Stalagmites might grow up. Huh?
Might reach the ceiling.
Might reach the ceiling.
Oh, stalagmites.
Might reach the ceiling. That means they grow up. Stalactites grow from the ceiling.
And what's a stalactite? That's something like a hematite. Hematite.
That one, think longer than one that goes all the way.
The naturally formed light bulbs. Ooh. Wow. That must be at least 30 feet. Oh, I'm getting rained on.
Oh, that line across there.
I don't know, Marsh. I wonder what caused that. Hematite.
It's growing.
Hammer this, hammer that. It's like being on another planet. Oh, wet. We're going to have a shower when we go home.
I don't know. My armpits are lighting up.